Modern Warfare has me excited to say the absolute least, but I am noticing 3 problems already stemming from one design choice, and that is the removal of the minimap. So in case you don't know, there's no minimap in Modern Warfare, but there's a compass that shows the general direction of enemy fire. What I mean by that is it shows a dot on your compass when an enemy fires an unsuppressed weapon, and that's pretty cool. I'm glad they're not stripping away all of our situational awareness, so I think that's a great choice with the compass and the red dots and all of that. But the minimap has been an integral part of Call of Duty for a long time, and I'm not going to be reiterating the things I said about the minimap in previous videos in this video. That's because we have new information. So, in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, there are 2 types of UAVs. A 2-kill personal UAV, which only you can, benefit from, and then a 3-kill traditional UAV that your entire team can benefit from. Sounds pretty nice, except for the fact there's no minimap unless these UAVs are up, and the Ghost perk works 100% of the time even when not sprinting. And honestly, that's how I think the Ghost perk should work. This is just a preference, but if I'm running a stealth build, I don't want to be always having to make an aggressive stealth build. So if I put on Ghost, I like to be able to lurk slowly if I want that change of pace. But maybe you've already seen the problem I'm pointing out here. As far as we know, there are only kill streaks in the game. They have not talked about support streaks or specialist streaks. If that has changed by the time this video goes live, let me know in the comment section below. But from what I can tell, we only have kill streaks, and playing the objective does not affect these kill streaks. Anybody that's played Call of Duty before the invention of score streaks knows that when you only get your streaks from getting kills, it encourages heavy amounts of camping. Now traditionally I'm okay with camping because of the minimap and how you have to build your class if you want to go on longer streaks. Dumb camping will just get you a couple kills, and by dumb camping I mean sitting in a corner with a shotgun or some shit. That's kind of, whatever. It's normie camping, you can do it for a couple times, but eventually you're just gonna get frag grenaded, you're gonna get C4 sandwiched, you're gonna get shot through the wall, it's not a big deal. But an actual stealthy lurking playstyle is dependent on the class that you build. The minimap allows us to see where somebody is when they fire their weapon. Not the general direction, the actual building that they're in, the actual room that they're in. And modern minimaps in Call of Duty let us know if the enemy is higher or lower when they're firing their weapon. This means that if you did not properly spec your class for being sneaky, you're going to be found, and that's the way it should be. Making it harder to find these types of players is a big mistake in my opinion. I'm not saying the game would be fundamentally broken and impossible to play without a minimap, I'm saying that these types of players would not be encouraged to play more stealthy and build their classes in a more clever manner if they don't really have to worry about the minimap. But you're thinking, well, they do have to worry about the minimap because these UAVs are going to be up constantly, and this comes to my next problem. UAVs are going to have to be up constantly, meaning we already have a Crutch kill streak that we need to have for situational awareness, basic situational awareness. Only having a minimap when you get a UAV means you're always going to be running 1 or 2 of the UAVs, whether the personal one or the traditional one or both. And if you don't want to be constantly seen by all of this UAV spam that's going to happen, you are going to need to run the Ghost perk. So everybody is going to be running Ghost as far as I'm concerned. At this point, that's all I can see happening. And with the UAVs being constantly spammed and basically being required, people are going to bring lock-on launchers in order to take them out. So I'm seeing all of these crutches, and then I'm seeing a playstyle that's going to be encouraged by the fact that we only have kill streaks, not score streaks or point streaks. Personally, I would love a system where we get point streaks, and every time you complete an action or get a kill, it shows you how many points it is worth, and then it shows you the XP you get. So it would be like, 1 point and then like 200 XP, and then 1 point, 100 XP, 1 point, and then you'd see your little point meter filling up. Capturing a domination flag, 1 point. Capturing a hard point, 1 point. Getting a kill is 1 point. This would encourage objective play as well as encouraging being good at winning gunfights. You can't just rack up score from your UAV assists and some other weird ability or nonsense. You can't just stand on the B flag and mow people down with an LMG and get more, get more score for getting defensive kills and then, rack up your score streaks faster that way. I feel like an action to point system would be good because it wouldn't encourage you to be an aggressive asshole that sits on the B flag and mows everybody down and pushes you into your spawn and just tries to make as many numbers come up as possible. But it also wouldn't encourage you just kind of camping and being too scared to die, because then you lose your streak. I personally think point streaks are better than score streaks and kill streaks, but that's just my opinion. The game is gravitating towards the campy, please don't kill me type of playstyle that a lot of players get into. So people are either camping to try to make sure they don't lose their streaks, or if they just don't think they're good enough to stay alive, they just end up never calling in certain streaks. And they're not really encouraged to play the objective other than winning the match, which just gives them an XP bonus and doesn't really change their life, so it's not really a big deal. People would rather call in a kill streak than level up faster. That's just how it is. You'd rather rain down fire with an AC 130 than get a couple hundred more XP because you actually won. So people are not going to be encouraged to play objectives. People are going to be encouraged to camp. People are going to have to run lock-on launchers and the ghost perk, one or the other, maybe both. People are going to have to run one of the two UAVs, I guess maybe both. And I think those three things, the crutches and the playstyle encouragement, I think it's not a great mix. Because even with the tried and true system of suppressor keeps you off the minimap, everybody has a minimap, we have still seen these types of things I'm describing be abused by the COD community. We've seen Call of Duty games fall into a monotonous rhythm of nobody wants to die or everybody wants to be an asshole. So these currently are my biggest concerns for Modern Warfare, and I kind of hope they get addressed. Because as far as I can see, and this is just from the past experience of playing every single Call of Duty game, I'm sorry, I don't see this going any other way. But at the same time, every Call of Duty game is meant to be played differently than the one before it, so I can't say that it needs to play like Modern Warfare 2 or 3 or something along those lines. It's going to play the way it plays, slower or faster, more hectic or not, it's going to have an audience, and I just hope that it's not frustrating. Because you can have a slower paced Call of Duty game that doesn't encourage crutch perks, crutch streaks, and crutch weapons and things of that sort. You can have a slower paced Call of Duty that still gives players decent amounts of situational awareness. Now, not every game mode needs a minimap. I don't think Gunfight needs a minimap, and I don't think the 100-player, 50v50 game mode is going to need a minimap. I think the Compass would be just fine for that game mode. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. Are these concerns that you have as well? Am I overthinking it? I am overthinking it, but that's because I care about the game. So, that's what I do. If you think none of this is a problem and I'm just making stuff up, then I kind of feel like you're underthinking it, but who knows? Argue in the comment section amongst yourselves and amongst me, I guess. See you when I see you. Goodbye.